The hardest kind of loneliness isn't being alone, it is feeling invisible inside your own home. Henry was an old man, white hair, slow steps, and eyes that carried a kind of tiredness sleep could never cure. He lived in a big house with his two sons, their wives, and three grandchildren. The home was always full of noise, TV sounds, phone calls, laughter, notifications. But Henry's life felt strangely quiet. Every morning, he woke up before everyone else. He opened the front gate, picked up the newspaper, watered the plants, and made himself a cup of tea. Then he sat alone in the balcony. Years ago, his wife used to sit beside him there. Now, one chair stayed empty. There was a time when people listened to Henry. His advice mattered. His presence brought warmth into the house. But slowly, things changed. Now, people looked at phones more than faces. Sometimes Henry tried to speak during dinner, but nobody truly listened. Someone checked messages, someone answered a call, and slowly Henry stopped talking. Like an old clock on the wall, always there, rarely noticed. One Sunday afternoon, the whole family was home, but nobody was really together. Henry quietly walked into his room and opened an old photo album. In one picture, his wife stood beside him. His sons were still little boys then. Henry smiled softly at the photo, then whispered, "Maybe I didn't love them the right way." That sentence carried years of silent pain because sometimes parents blame themselves for the distance they never created. That night, Henry skipped dinner on purpose, a little test. He thought maybe someone would notice, but nobody came. Outside his room, laughter continued. Inside, only silence remained. And that is the deepest kind of loneliness, when someone starts wondering if their absence would change anything at all. Late that night, his youngest granddaughter, Lena, noticed the untouched dinner tray. She slowly opened the door. "Grandpa, are you okay?" Henry smiled, a fake smile, but children notice pain differently. Lena sat beside him quietly and said, "I like your stories." That simple sentence reached a lonely part of Henry's heart that had been silent for years. The next evening, Lena made a small family rule: 30 minutes together every night. No phones, no TV, no distractions, just family. Talking, listening, being present. Slowly, the house changed. People laughed more, listened more, connected more. And for the first time in months, Henry smiled again, a real smile. Because sometimes people don't need expensive gifts, they just need to feel remembered. The people who stay quiet the longest are often the ones carrying the most pain. So sit beside the people you love, listen to their stories, because one day photos may become the only conversation you have left. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And stay connected for more stories that feel real.